Welcome into this ABC 36 News Update. I'm Tom Kenny. A huge fire in a Lexington industrial park kept more than 60 firefighters busy for hours on Tuesday. And as ABC 36's John McGarry shows us, things could have been a lot worse.
When firefighters arrived, there were dozens of cars burning, and inside those cars, all the ingredients for much more than a fire. Chief Robert Hendricks says some of the automobiles still contain gasoline, antifreeze, radiator, and other fluids. Smoke from the fire inside the Cahill Industrial Park off Old Frankfort Pike could be seen throughout and beyond Lexington. While fire officials don't know where the blaze began, they do know it consumed part of a warehouse owned by CNA Asphalt, which rented a portion to Baker Iron and Steel.
They dismantled vehicles there and took them apart for salvage, and we think it was probably related to that.
Baker Iron and Steel has a contract to dispose of old cars turned in as part of the Cash for Clunkers program. Those cars may not be drivable, but they're still dangerous.
As we remove the cars one by one, they're still finding spot fires and parts of cars. There's a lot of combustibles on board in addition to the fuels.
Hendricks says if winds hadn't lifted the smoke away or rain had kept it near the ground, firefighters, workers, and nearby residents could have been in danger. And Chief Hendricks estimates about 1/5 of the CNR building collapsed, but all the workers who'd been inside got out safely. And so did the men and women who fought the fire. In Lexington, John McGarry, ABC 36 News.
A mobile home is gutted after an early morning fire in Scott County. It happened around 4 off Burton Pike. Fire crews say the homeowner was at work at the time of the fire. 2 men happened to be passing by. They saw the flames, so they called authorities. Crews say the fire began in the living room. The cause is still under investigation, but authorities tell us it does look suspicious. A former Louisville high school football coach is speaking out after being found not guilty in the death of one of his players. 15-year-old Max Gilpin died in August of last year, 3 days after collapsing during practice. In an exclusive interview with ABC's Good Morning America, Jason Stinson called Max Gilpin's death a terrible tragedy, but refused to offer the family an apology.
I understand her loss. She's lost her son. But there's a fair-minded 12-person jury that sat down and decided in 35 minutes that I was not guilty.
Remember, that was the criminal portion of this case. Stinson is still facing a civil trial after being sued by the Gilpin family. That is the ABC 36 News Update. Remember, you can always get the latest news, weather, and sports, and information you need to know on our website. The address is WTBQ.com.